Hello. So you catch us on another bimble and it's glorious. It's 18 degrees today, according to the car. Yesterday was a bit stifling. It's funny, we never have kind of consistent, either consistent heat or consistent cold or consistent rain. It's kind of all over the place, but I think maybe that's the beauty of the UK, is that, because we talk about the weather a lot in the UK, and it's because it's so different. And it can even be different in, you know, over the course of a day. Now we've got Mr. Solarface, but he's got a bit of a... See what he's doing up there? He's got a bit of a covering. I think he's got his nightie on still. I know it's early, but maybe he should be waking up. So just a very short video really. Let's see what that dog's doing. So here we are. Seen this bridge a few times, haven't we? Although we've had rain, that looks quite empty to me. So I've got a couple of glorious friends. One's called Martin and one's called Marion, and they're both really quite poorly at the moment. So I'm wishing you both well, and let's hope things improve very, very quickly. This video won't be seen actually probably until after the premiere, so you'll probably both be fit and well by then, hopefully. I think today is, say it's about the 15th, would it be? I have no idea. What would it be? No, I honestly don't know. I'll tell you what it is. It's a few days, no, one day, after the world found out the thrilling news of which BBC presenter paid a young lad 35 grand to take a photo of his tallywangle. That was nice of me. Bode, we're going to go this way, my love. Hello. Hiya, mate. 35 grand. Not whether that's right or wrong. If I was 17, I would have said you can have 2 photos, mate, for 70 grand. So yeah, that's where we are. That's the date anyway. So whatever date that was. What do I think about that, eh? Well, number one, I think it was all blown out of proportion by the Sun newspaper, typical. Saying about this nonce, you know, this child abuser, blah blah blah, and of course I'm against all of that, so is everybody else. Then you find out that Hugh Edwards, the Welsh newsreader, contacted this lad, or man, whatever, he's 17, so he's a grown man really. You know, we're in the UK, you can have sex at 16, you can get married at 16, you know, you pay tax, you can go to prison, you full-time job and leaving home and everything. So you're a man or a woman or a it or a they them. So yeah, so really technically he is a man, this 17-year-old. So Hugh and this man, they call him a boy because it sounds better, doesn't it, in the press really. This nonce newsreader and this little boy, you know. Well, what it is 2 grown men. I don't know if they ever met. I don't think they did from what I can see. Maybe I'm wrong. It seems... Come on, Bode, this way please. Bode, come on my love. It seems now a day or two's gone on that this Hugh Edwards has contacted either email or phone about 4 lads, men, between, well, one of them was 17, but between 20 and 25. So I don't think they're children at that age at all. And really, I suppose it's none of our business. Somebody said on my Facebook, or one of my friends said he's a public figure, so therefore it does matter. Well, does it? Does it really? But thank you. If anyone in the world decides to have either a relationship or just an email relationship or sexting or sending photos of themselves, and they're both adults, then I don't think it's anybody's concern, not really. Morally it's wrong because he's married, he got 5 kids. God, his wife's ugly, I'm sorry to say that, but she is. She looks like Mick Hucknall, so perhaps that's why. Perhaps that's how he's justified. I mean, the truth is, and it's quite sad, is probably the man, it's a bit like Philip Schofield, although I believe he is a nonce. I think Philip Schofield met a boy at like 12, and he said we become friends. Well, I don't have a friend, male or female, at the age of 12, and nor do you, I bet. Who the bloody hell would want a kid hanging around? You'd have nothing in common and stuff like that, but whatever. And also it's just gross, whatever happens between a man and a child of either sex. Are you okay? What do you jump for? I think sometimes he hears things like a rat or something, don't know. Anyway, I couldn't see anything myself. Hello, love. But anyway, that's a different thing, isn't it? I think Schofield is disgusting. That's what I think. Where's that go up there? We're going to go along there, Bowden, just have a little look. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Keep going. All right, I'll go first. Now, what's a shame is I believe that Hugh Edwards is possibly gay, possibly bi, I don't know, but the fact is his urges to be with or see some men took over from what we would assume is his usual way of being, or his normal life, whatever normal is. And I think that men of a certain age perhaps have been born into this world believing that being gay or being bi isn't very good for his career, perhaps, or isn't the way to be, or whatever, as you know now, if you're 17 now and you say to your friends, I'm gay or straight or bi or non-binary, or I'm he, them, my pronouns are dibba-dabba-doo-ba-doo, then they all say, yeah, that's cool, whatever, But of course, Hugh Edwards wasn't born now, in this day and age, so he wouldn't have been comfortable perhaps with getting to grips with who he really is. So maybe he did things on the quiet, on the secret, and he thought emailing or texting, I don't know I haven't read it all, but I don't know what he did or how he found the men that he found. If it indeed is more than one man, I don't know. I think so far we know it was a 17-year-old, although he's 20 now. Oh, there's a dog, let me. So I've been chatting to some guy with his dog, and couldn't really get away. But anyway, it was nice. So I've forgotten the thread really. Well, I know what I was talking about, but I've forgotten where I was with it. So yeah, what do I think about Hugh Edwards? I think I've covered it really. I think it's a shame for his family. How do you explain that to your... Well, his wife knows, but how do you explain it to your children then? I'm not sure how old his children are, but I'm assuming the look of him, he's about 60, so he could have children age between 30 and 40, do you reckon? 20 and 30, I don't know. So I think it's a bit of a shame for them. At least they're not school age or anything like that. They are adults, and you know, they've probably got their own lives and stuff like that, and maybe they've dealt with things, you know, awkward things in their life. But I kind of feel sorry for him if he's had to hide who he is for all his life. That must be, well, it must be quite soul destroying, I don't know, but it must be. So I kind of feel sorry for him in that respect. But then also, I think morally it's wrong. Was it an abuse of his powers, you know, or whatever his powers are? Again, I don't know really, because of the age, you know, because of 17 to 20, well, that is a man. So he's not abusing a child. He's not, I don't see that. I mean, they can do whatever they want, can't they? Let's face it. Two men, ignore the ages, but, you know, legally, men. So two men decided to either send each other photographs, or perhaps they met up and did whatever they did. Now, is that any concern of anybody's? Actually, no. The only concern is his wife and his children. That's it. So that's how I feel about the situation. I don't feel it's really any of my concern. But I wish him well, and you know, I know he's in a mental home, or so they say, but if that's true, then yes, I do wish him well. It's probably the end of his career, regardless of, you know, he's not guilty. The police have said they've looked into it and he's done nothing legally wrong. I'm watching you. Yeah, he's done nothing legally wrong, just morally really. Yeah, I don't know. You got to think whatever you think, but the trouble is, you see stories after stories after stories, and it's just the Sun, vile Sun newspaper, and they upped the story a bit more and a bit more and a bit more, you know, you know, I think they started off with a presenter has been suspected of doing something inappropriate. Bo, don't lick. And by the time it ended, it was nonce, you know, savage's child or something like that. I don't know. I never even read it. Of course I didn't. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So I wish him well. I hope he gets better, and I hope that he sues the Sun newspaper for millions and millions and millions, and gives all that money away to various children's charities and stuff like that. That's what I would like. Some good to come out of something that's for him it's bad, and really for the rest of us, but none of our business. That's what I think. Right or wrong, that's what I think. It really is none of our business. So what? That he's a... Well, what is he? He's a man who sits there and reads the newspaper to us, like we can't read the newspaper. Doesn't he? In theory, he reads an auto cue. Well, you could do that, I could do that. Today, King Charles farted twice. And now the weather. There's a beautiful dog. Hello. Hello, beauty. Hello, beauty. hello, hello love, hello, 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 hello. Okay, so anyway, it was supposed to be a bimble about whatever it was about, and turns into a bit of a chat about something in the news. I'm not really into the news, but you know, when a story goes on and on and on, you know, we all have heard about it, because we had lots of people saying, it's not me, I'm not the person. I don't really, because I don't know a telly, so I don't know these people, not really, but I know Gary Lineker, and I read on Facebook, oh, it was Hugh Edwards. Shit, I was hoping it was Gary Lineker. So people don't like Gary Lineker, but he's an ex-footballer, so I don't quite know what he's done wrong. Oh no, he's a crisp salesman as well, Walker's Crisps. There you go, so I do know something. Anyway, enjoy your day. If you can get outside, as I always say, try to get outside, and it's lovely. So maybe you'll see this before the premiere. The premiere is on the 27th. If you're seeing this after the premiere, then thank you to those who popped in to say hello. It's very much appreciated. But I'll try and get this up before the 27th, but I have got a couple of other videos. Anyway, enjoy. Enjoy. Nature needs to be enjoyed. I have a feeling that if we don't use these paths, if we don't walk through forests and woods, and if we don't sit by rivers and things like that, we'll end up losing them. Because why would the councils or the whoever, environment agencies, why would they maintain them if we're not going to use them? So I'm doing my bit to keep these open. So I think I need a pat on the back. Thank you very much. Take care. Be well.